boy, Demi TV.
It's Wave God in this motherfucker. Hey, shout my nigga Demi T though.
Got the song pop like I'm Iggy. All they talking about is last night like I'm Demi. Say you got.
Groupies donated $5. Damn ski pulled the Michael.
Let's see what the
What's up, Dean TV, Dean Nation, Dean Mafia? Today we're doing a reaction to Facts Junkie and something that we should know about these weird looking animals. Top 10 of them, you feel me? That you and I and everyone around us should never touch, you feel me? We're gonna get into this educational, knowledgeable, and animal playing type shit, you feel me? And if you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video on all social medias. Comment below what reaction you want me to do next. Check out the original video in the description box below. And subscribe to the channel. And no further ado, let's get into the reaction. And before that, check out the merch and go copy you some, you feel me? And yeah, subscribe to the channel. Roll to 100K million in the building. Let's get into it.
Curiosity is a double-edged human trait. Allow us to explain why. Where on the one hand, it leads to amazing discoveries, on the other, it can land you in a lot of trouble. Simply, this quality is to thank for both airplanes and our countless brushes with death. Speaking of death and curiosity, the upcoming lineup is a fusion of the two, with several dangerous animals thrown into the bargain. To elaborate, today we're introducing to you 10 weird animals that you should never touch, unless you have a death wish. In that case, see you on the other side. Just kidding. Let's jump into the video before you get any ideas. Be warned, this video will make
What are they doing? That's tap to say, buddy.
your skin crawl.
Talk about dark
Number
humor.
10, the Moth caterpillar. Hear us out. Furry animals are infinitely cute, but they've done us a disservice. So to say, they've conditioned us into thinking that anything that's fuzzy equals cute. Okay, so long as it's a kitten or baby panda, this applies. Go ahead, pet it to your heart's content. But when it comes to insects, especially caterpillars, the woolier they are, the further you should stay away from them. Take a look at this one. This is a Moth caterpillar, otherwise known as an asp.
Dr. Seuss.
Yes, like the snake that
Oh my
allegedly killed
God.
Cleopatra. While this almost yak-like critter isn't as poisonous as a snake, depending on the person, it can be pretty lethal. That's because it has venom glands underneath its spine or hair, and in certain people, they can cause life-threatening allergic reactions. Now let's say, hypothetically, that you've handled one of these furry little guys. If it has succeeded in embedding one of its poisonous spines into your skin, at the simplest, you'll get a rash. But as we explained before, you could die as well. Some people have equated the pain from their stings to that of fractured bones. The chances of excruciating symptoms, however, are higher in very young children. And get this, they can induce them even if they're lifeless, so don't even touch them if they're dead.
That's
As
crazy.
for the moths themselves, they're not any better. They sting as well. You know what they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Speaking of trees, that's where you're most likely to find them. They're more commonly spotted in oak, elm, and wild plum trees, as well as garden plants like roses and ivy. Apart from that, they're also found in school grounds, on slides in particular. Regardless of their habitats, the bottom line is that if you see them, don't touch them. Although they come in a range of colors like grayish-white to a golden light brown with streaks of bright orange, this clip should easily help you recognize them. You can thank us later, and please don't let the recognition lead to experimentation. Number 9, the Saddleback Caterpillar.
The
Is it just us,
Saddleback Caterpillar.
or does this caterpillar look awfully like Mike Wazowski? Ah shoot, we're not supposed to make it sound interesting. That's the last thing we'd like to do, you know? Considering the redness and swelling from its sting can last for days on end.
What the
Yes,
fuck?
you heard that right. Those horns at the front and rear of its body are covered in urticating hair. As cool as the word urticating hair sounds, it's not. In layman terms, it means bristles. The types that secrete venom and can get easily lodged into your skin. And when that happens, they can end up causing allergic reactions that require serious medical attention.
That's fucking crazy.
Unlike the pus caterpillar that looks almost like a cotton wad, these bad boys should be easy enough for you to spot. That eye of Sauron-ish, white ringed, brown dot at the center of their bodies is pretty hard to
ugly as
miss.
fuck.
Unfortunately, that's also what makes them attractive to us. But now that you know what they're capable of, simply cross over to the other
Why
side.
are you attracted to the ugly ass
Don't
shit?
inspect. Don't mistake the spot for a button. This isn't Dexter's lab, and you're not Dee Dee. Number 8.
Facts.
The Hickory Tussock Moth Caterpillar.
Bro, that's a lot of moths
While
in
its
this
name
bitch.
makes
What
it
the
sound
hell?
like a Victorian gentleman, this black and white caterpillar is anything but. Like both of our previous picks, its hair, or setae to be exact, are also venomous. Simply put, if it stings you, you'll get almost the same symptoms as you would from other stinging caterpillars. So to speak, slight reddening of the skin to a burning sensation with swelling and pain. However, it's nothing a little calamine lotion or an ice pack can't fix. That is, unless you've more generalized allergic reactions. In that case, you'll have to see a doctor. Now, the good news is that they're native to Canada. Nonetheless, they've also been sighted in parts of eastern US. But let's further narrow down their locations so you can avoid them like the plague. Basically, they feed on the leaves of hickory, thus the name. Walnut, ash, elm, and oak trees. To add to that, they're out and about from July to September. On that account, if you come across a critter with a
You gotta think about that shit. It feeds off nature. The shit in nature. So that's actually, this thing right here is actually a disservice for nature. You feel me? And planet Earth.
like pattern on its back, specifically in these months and on these
All
trees.
these
Remember,
shit.
no
Destroy
touching.
them all.
Number 7, the red velvet ant. If you're anything like us, you probably associate red velvet with positive things. For instance, cake. But sadly, that's about to change with this weird insect. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the red velvet ant, which, if we're being honest, is not even a type of ant. It's actually a kind of wasp that gets the red velvet part of its name from its velvety and colorful body. But it'd be a mistake to confuse it with an average wasp. Like, come on, it's not nicknamed the cow killer for nothing. Yes, sir. It's believed that their stings can paralyze or outright kill livestock. Emphasis on believed. In reality, they're a menace to other bug species, specifically bees. But that doesn't concern us. What concerns us is you. To cut to the chase, they can't kill humans. But what doesn't kill you gives you painful and agonizing bites.
That's crazy.
Bites that can also cause anaphylactic shocks, meaning that you'll die of their bites if not treated immediately. To conclude, if you see one, back off. Take it from us. Its skin is nothing like the fabric. Don't go around comparing them unless you want to end up in a velvety coffin. Number 6, the tsetse fly. If you thought regular flies were bad, the tsetse fly would like to have a word. Like, the worst a typical housefly can do is puke where it sits. The tsetse, however, will give you sleeping sickness.
Wait, what?
Before you get excited, this sickness doesn't fix terrible sleeping schedules. As a matter of fact, it can lead to fatigue, high fever, headaches, and muscle aches. And if not treated, it can put you to sleep permanently. Or rather, the parasites, aka African trypanosomes, that live in its saliva can. But don't despair. A run-in with this monstrosity is rare until you're in sub-Saharan Africa. That too in a game park or mostly outside. Yeah, if we were you, we'd cancel all pre-planned and future trips, considering there isn't a vaccine for the sickness. If you still end up going, though, avoid everything that looks like a fly. You know, just to be on the safe side.
Make it seem like it's population control.
The brown recluse spider.
Can I just skip this? I don't even want to. I don't want to hear this.
Spiders are to be
Bro,
avoided.
no, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm skipping this. I don't like this.
Kidney
I don't
failure,
like this. I'm
seizures,
sorry.
And as their name suggests,
Oh my god, seizures? What the fuck? That shit crazy.
Meet the kissing bug. So named because it likes to bite people around the mouth.
Kissing bug?
Given the chance, it can bite you anywhere, but that's besides the point. What's not beside the point is that it carries a deadly parasite, much like the infamous fly. But unlike the tsetse, the parasite lives in its feces. Feces which, if it gets into your bloodstream, can cause Chagas disease. The what disease now? Well, it's a disease caused by the T. cruzi parasite. As for its symptoms, they range from a harmless flu to an enlarged heart, all depending on which phase you're in.
Well, damn.
Yeah, take a good look at this clip. And if you live in Southern or Central America or parts of Mexico, sleep tight and don't let the kissing bugs bite. Number 3, the blue-ringed octopus.
They make you not want to go to these places sometimes.
It doesn't hurt to repeat that a blue-ringed octopus's bite can be fatal to humans. That's because it produces tetrodotoxin, a potent neurotoxin that interferes with the transmission of signals from nerves to muscles, mainly by blocking sodium channels. At the simplest, these things can paralyze you. So yeah, don't let those blue rings fool you into touching them. You won't be able to touch anything as a result. Number 2, the poisoned dart frog.
Yeah.
When it comes to frogs, a rule of thumb is that the more patterned and colorful they are, the more toxic. Take the poison dart frog as an example. Its golden variety is said to have enough poison to kill 10 grown men. Native tribes use them for their darts, hence the name, for a reason. But let's remind you that they've coexisted with these beings for centuries. You, on the other hand, probably confuse your toads with your frogs. What we're trying to get at is avoid colorful frogs, poison darts or otherwise, at all costs. Number 1, the bullet ants.
Bullet ant.
Who would have thought that an animal as small as an ant could cause temporary paralysis?
Whoa,
Well, not your
what?
workday ants, of course. We're referring to the bullet ant, an ant whose bite is so agonizing that indigenous tribes use them in their warrior initiation rites. That's right, we said warriors. They have the fortitude to handle things. You, dear viewers, will pass out from the pain, which, just by the way, is said to last 8 hours. Stay away. Don't even think of becoming a Brazilian warrior.
That shit crazy.
Not until you're prepared to undergo a bite at least 20 times. Yeah.
Hell no. Yeah. Hope you guys like that Dean Family, Dean Nation. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Hope this taught us some shit about the animals that we shouldn't be around, or if we see that shit, fuck that shit. We out, you type shit. You feel me? We got dip. You feel me? Hope you guys like that. Enjoy. See you guys next time. Love you guys. I'm out.